Bobby Likis. Glad to have you in the room today. I'm speaking with Bill Collins, who is our producer. And he pushes all the right buttons to make the room work and to make sure that we're here on Paltalk. It's time to put out your invitations and invite all your friends to come in. You can hold your palm up whenever you would like to share any information. This is an automotive program, but you know, it's not a typical program that you would think of when you think of, oh, what is wrong with my car, and how do I replace a water pump, or when should I replace a timing belt, and of course I can talk that jargon, and that's what it usually comes down to, jargon, and some of you would really like that. Most of you would say, you know, Bobby, I don't know that much about cars. It sounds Greek to me. So in an effort to try to entertain and infotain, is what we call on Bobby Likis Car Clinic, our program, infotainment. That's entertainment in an and information in an entertaining way, which is the best way to learn, by the way. If you really like something, have you ever noticed that? When you really want, how easy it is to remember things that we like, and how hard it is for us to remember things that we don't really want to do or care to like. I've done that a couple of times when I've had presentations, and I would, you know, find some reason to be upset, and oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, you know, like some guys and some of you guys do, and ladies too, I guess. But in the big scheme of things, it really is terrific, and I know you have to agree with this. It's terrific to do things that you like to do and be able to do the things that you like to do. So for me, it's an honor to be here. For me, it's terrific to provide for you information. I'm going to talk about the smart car, and they've already started delivery, and share a little information about the smart car with you. And yes, I do have one ordered, and yes, 8 years ago I tried to buy a smart car, but you could not bring it into the U.S., so I promise to give you the latest information on the smart car. I'm going to also share information about what Bosch is doing for clean diesel and for keeping the gasoline engines around and cleaning and bringing more power to the gasoline engines for cleaner emissions and more miles per gallon. That's coming up, and that's information from Bosch. There's information that you don't know about. There's information that the industry won't share, and there's information, some of which I can't share all of it with you. I will share this with you if we could shift gears and away from cars and talk about the next moonwalk. We are currently designing our country, and the people at NASA are currently designing a habitat to be attached on and built on the moon. It's a huge construction project. It's more of a construction project than it is to live on the moon. Adjacent to the habitat is a small pressurized vehicle that can move and be transported and moved around. And I saw blueprints and photos of the actual unit. It's being constructed as we speak, and it's being designed as we speak. And I spent some time last evening with the project manager, and who is a friend of mine. And on a scale of 1 to 10, he's probably a 30 with smarts. A very, very intelligent guy. You probably wouldn't have a too much of a conversation with him, or the other way around. Bill, you were going to say something?
It doesn't pertain exactly to what you're talking about. I was just wondering, is that the green car guy?
The green car guy?
Yeah, with the scratches on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I will share that story with you. This dear friend of mine, who is one of 12 board members for NASA, called me. He wanted to order a new Bullet. You know what a Bullet is? You remember Steve McQueen Bullet? Well, the Mustang Bullet, and they're making 7,000 bullets. So I did my due diligence, and I called a dealer, and I'm well known in this area, and then we're in the center of the automotive universe. So if you talk cars, I'm well known, and we got him one coming. Hey, not only that, we got it in. Now it was a long process with special lights and special this, and no, I don't want this. I mean, this guy's a rocket scientist, literally. So to order a car to his specs was somewhat of a challenge. But I did it because he stays on the road all the time. He's either in Houston or D.C. or Rome or so. Anyway, bottom line, the car came in, the left front fender scratched. Well, the deal was at the dealer that they were not to wash the car. They were not to pull the plastic protector off of the deck lid or the front or the seats or anything. He wanted to clean it because that's, it was his enjoyment. And they agreed to do that, and that took some doing too, because by law they've got to make sure that it's safe and secure and yada 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 by their franchise Ford Motor Company. So it was scratched. Well, what to do? So he immediately says, "Well, I don't want the car." I said, well, maybe you should look at it. Well, by this time now, there are other people buying these bullets all over the U.S., and if you go to bullet.com or the Bullet Club of America, you'll see there are all kinds of blogs. So ultimately, he did drive up the 60 miles and look at the car. He picked it up and he took it home, and he cleaned it. They didn't buy the car yet, but it's his car. I already paid the deposit and all that, and got a price on it, and the dealer was great there. But they found an additional scratch around the windshield, the headlight, rim of the headlight. So he took it to a local friend of mine who is the best body shop literally that I know of ever, unbelievably talented. And my body shop friend said, well, it'll take about $600, but I'm not going to guarantee you that I can match the paint. Now, this guy's a rocket scientist, and he knows that it's been painted. So if you know something's been painted, I mean, you know that it has, you can't in your own mind deny that it's been painted. All right? So my friend, who is really pretty darn smart himself in the paint business, says, I'm not going to guarantee I can match that. I don't want that pressure. And in a nice way. So the bottom line, they took it back to the dealer. The dealer said, well, it's okay, bring it back. We've got it sold. We have 5 people that want the car anyway. Well, now my friend still wants a bullet. So I'm still looking for a bullet, and made another phone call to another dealer. And I will tell you this, and here's the moral of this story. I was ashamed. I am ashamed at the lack of professionalism, at the lack of give a damn that I have. I called another dealer, and he says, here's what I'll do. I'll fax you. I said, here's what I want, the information, and I even gave him the Ford Motor Company numbers of the headlights and the secure package, and 51A and 46B boy. I mean, each number, so you didn't have to describe the xenon headlights. You had to have the number. So I gave him the numbers, and I said, so send me a price on the car, and I'll see if if the gentleman wants to buy it. Well, who is the gentleman? I said, he's a friend of mine. You want the business or not? He said, well, I won't sell you the car. I'll do it for MSRP, which is manufacturer suggested list price, right? So last evening, I get this fax from this person that I called at another dealership, and it's a fax of a car they've got on the lot. It's not a green bullet. It's a black one. He scratched out the black one. It's got a $1,200 speaker system that we didn't even, I mean, it's not even the same car. And he tells me voice to voice, and we're going to take a call from Tanya. He tells me voice to voice, listen to this. Well, I'll fax you this list, and you can call your guy, and if he's interested, now here's a dealership that's making $4,000 off this car, right? I mean, you've never even seen the customer, and it's a single phone call. And he says, "I'll fax you this deal. It's 33.7, and if he's interested, let me know, and send a deposit, and I'll order it." I said, "Wait a minute, I need an out the door price," which was 36,580. It went from 33.7 to 36,580, tax tag, delivery, yada yada yada. And then and he said, I said, "Well, can you email that to me?" No, he says, "Too much trouble. I'll fax it to you." I said, "Too much trouble? You're making $4,000. I'm calling you to spend $4,000, and so that's the feeling, and that's not the feeling.